Some live YouTube action, and joining us is a special guest named Katie. Welcome aboard, Katie.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining. So, our topic of discussion right now is going to be on platonic friendships and how people are not willing to just remain platonic between the opposite gender. How do you feel about that?
Very fired up. Platonic relationships between humans is literally essential for us to have good mental health.
I agree very much. Men and women, and I'm sure it goes both ways with both genders. And it's like they get angry and they ruin the friendship.
I don't think anything's wrong with it. I actually have taken out my trash and forgotten to wear a shirt, which would be perfectly fine with guy. But for a woman, I mean, you see their breasts and it's very sexualized, and I think that's one of the biggest problems is that those kinds of relationships are
I
sexualized.
mean, why does everything have to be so over dramatic, sexualized? Why can't it just be platonic?
I don't particularly have an answer for that, but I mean, if anybody does, let me know. I mean, like, I I
It's
don't know if it's laid in certain values or like beliefs or anything, but I mean, you don't sexualize everything. You don't have to, and we're people.
I just feel like sex is overrated.
People making affection toxic and trying to act like showing affection, whether it's absolute love, which you should have for everybody who's not problematic, or physical love, as long as it's consensual and you're in your lane, like, it's not toxic to be a human.
For the life of me, I just feel like this is the reason why that a lot of men and women are going their own way because it's like they can't interact with each other without someone expecting something from the other person.
It's the same way in the gay community. Honestly, like everybody is just kind of at this weird stalemate.
A
And
lot of LGs that I know, they have the same issue. It's all across the board.
transgender as well. Like
Yeah.
it's been billed as something that's toxic and problematic to us. I'm not sure if it's a generational or a situational thing, like I said. But I think that we really need to normalize being kind and soft to.
Stop assuming, oh, because she's going to his house that they're gonna have sex.
That's straight up toxic, and that's jealousy. And if you experience those kinds of feelings, you need to sit down and assess yourself or talk to a therapist or something. That's something you can do, and it's legitimate. Like, go, if you feel that way, you can go talk to somebody so you don't feel that way
Yeah,
and be an asshole.
you're obviously obsessed with sex if that's all you're thinking about is, oh, he's going to her house now or she's going to his house now. Oh, look, those two. And the same thing, this thing happens at work all the time. I see those two always walking together, talking together, and they're showing affection towards each other. I wouldn't do that at work, but I'm just stating the fact that everybody starts talking. Oh, look at John and Mary. They're hanging out. They're coworkers. Something's going on.
I think that um that kind of rhetoric that we see from people stems from jealousy and fear
And insecurity and
of losing something, insecurity. Um, if you feel that insecure, like why would you even want to put yourself in that position? I mean, that's a whole
you're
new just.
you're telling. So, anything else you want to add to this podcast?
um, on this topic, I mean, I think we were pretty succinct on that.
Yeah, I think we did good on it too.